Hello and welcome to the Healed with Alyssa podcast. I am so excited for you guys to learn more information from me. This podcast is going to be all about helping heal your child and your family naturally without drugs or surgery. So let's get into it. Hi, and welcome to today's episode of Healed with Alyssa podcast. I'm Alyssa, and I am a holistic nurse practitioner that left the Western medicine system after my son was injured by his routine shots. So on today's episode, I wanted to go over some different healing tools that I use with my patients in my practice, in addition to supplements, because supplements are amazing. I love supplements, but there are other things that often we need to do in addition to taking supplements and working on our diet to help us in the healing detox process. So let's talk about the different things that I love. First thing that I use personally on myself all the time, and it's also good for kids too, like constipation and bloating, things like that, are castor oil packs. So castor oil is a specific oil that is really, really detoxifying. It's anti-inflammatory, and it helps with so many things. People put it on their scalp. It helps with their hair. People put on their eyelashes, their eyebrows. There's so many uses for castor oil, but my favorite use of it is in a pack. So there's these packs you can buy. I will link them in the show notes, and you can put them different places. My favorite place that I use them with my patients is over their liver and their gallbladder. So your liver is on your right side. It's by your lower ribs. So if you sprinkle, put some castor oil on this like t-shirt pack thing and stick it over on your liver and your gallbladder, it can help to detoxify the liver and the gallbladder. So most people that come to my practice have stressed gallbladders, right? Gallbladders is so important. If you listen to any of my other episodes, I talk about the gallbladder a lot, and it's so important for digestion, detoxifying. If the gallbladder is not functioning properly and the liver, they kind of work together. But I find that mostly the gallbladder is stressed. And so if it's not functioning properly, then toxins will be coming out through the skin. Okay, so like eczema, or through the lungs, right? Asthma, breathing issues. Whenever I get sick, it's always like a breathing thing because it's a toxin that is not getting out through the body. So it shunts it to the lungs, and that causes lung issues. So castor oil packs are super gentle, right? It's like not an invasive thing, and it works really good for kids. If your kids have like constipation, which I see a lot, which is generally a gallbladder issue, once again, castor oil just really helps to, clear things out. And, I find a lot of mold in the gallbladder, and castor oil packs really help to move the mold out of the gallbladder, helps to move the bile. So people with chronic constipation, these are a great tool to use on a regular basis. Usually I have people start with doing them for 1 hour, and then you work up as tolerated. The first time I ever did a castor oil pack, my body was so toxic. I had such a reaction to doing it. This is like, I had like almost like an allergic reaction to it. This is not the case for most people. I'm just telling you my experience because my liver and gallbladder was so toxic. It was bad, but I have all my patients doing these. I use these every single day, but it just shows how sick my body was at that point. Like I couldn't even tolerate a castor oil pack. So, if you're more sensitive to, supplements or things, then definitely start out slow. You don't even have to do an hour. You can do 15 minutes, 20 minutes, work up to an hour. And then what I like to do now is I like to sleep with it overnight. So especially if you're like on vacation or something, and you're the type person that's always constipated when you're on vacation, or you're going to get bloated, right? You're not eating your usual foods. You're, off your schedule, maybe stressed from traveling. toxins exposure from an airplane, castor oil packs are really good. It's such a hack for when you're traveling. It's super it's super portable. It's not like you have to bring 10 million things. I love castor oil packs. So I will put those in the show notes, and they are such an amazing tool that you can use for kids and adults. The next thing I want to talk about is rebounding. So I've talked about this a bunch in different episodes, but rebounding, it is an amazing tool. It's super easy. I mean, basically it could be free. Basically just jumping up and down. I do recommend maybe, purchasing, a little mini trampoline. They have them on Amazon. This is great for moving your lymphatic system. Okay. Like most people's lymph is not moving, right? If you don't sweat, that's a sign that your lymph is super blocked and there's toxicity there, right? If your kids are not sweating, that's another sign that there's toxicity there. So rebounding is an amazing tool you can use, right? You can use a little trampoline, or maybe you have a trampoline in your backyard, right? This is a great tool and it's like fun. Kids absolutely love it. And so, a lot of kids that I see in my practice have, ADHD and issues like with their brain, right? And for us to access the brain, we need to make sure the lymph is moving, right? So rebounding is an amazing tool that is super easy and that helps us get to the brain. It helps us access that, right? If you're having, or your child's having really bad odor, right? Like body odor, this is a lymphatic issue. Again, your lymph has toxins and it's not moving. So in addition to doing doing the other stuff, rebounding is an amazing tool to help move the lymph. Another tool that goes along kind of with the rebounder is called a vibration plate. So this is like a vibrating device that you stand on, and whenever I go on, there's one at my gym. Whenever I go on it, I feel the things moving from my brain. Like I can't do it for a long time. So I maybe do it for like 2 minutes, then I take a break, and then I can do it again maybe for another like minute or so. But that is shifting the toxins in my brain. But you feel it throughout your whole body. That is like I feel like that's like one of the most effective tools to get your lymph moving. Rebounding is great. I love rebounding, but I feel like the vibration plate is amazing. If your gym has it, definitely utilize it at your gym. Some people have them in their house. I will link one that I love on Amazon. You don't need to have one, but if you're doing rebounding, you're feeling it's not working enough, the vibration plate really, really, really works. But you just want to do it slow, right? You don't want to do like 10 minutes to start, like, because it may move things. So, you may want to take like a binder or something after. I'll link the binder I like on the show notes. So the one that I would I would recommend to my patients to use after they do the rebounder or the vibration plate, because as we're moving toxins, right, we want to like bind them and get them out of the body. So so those work really good. Next thing that I absolutely love is the sauna, right? The sauna is an amazing tool, once again, to move the lymph, get things flowing. A hack that I do before I do a sauna is I will maybe like 30 minutes to an hour before, I'll take my supplements. So I take Tudga, which is support for my liver and gallbladder. I take drainage activator, and I also will take a lymphatic support supplement to just help open things up. And I am like drenched after a sauna in a good way. Like I absolutely love being that sweaty because I know I'm getting so many toxins out. Just after you do a sauna, you want to make sure that you're like rehydrating, because the sauna can put excess stress on the adrenals. So you want to make sure you take like electrolytes or something like that. So I'll link my favorite electrolytes also in the show notes, so you can use those. But I know people use the sauna with their kids too. You just want to like start out slow. You don't want to overdo it with them. do it like a lower temperature. So me personally, right now, I don't recommend everyone doing this, but I have the Therasage sauna, which I have a coupon. I will link that. But I do it at the highest temperature, which is 170 for like about an hour. So yeah, that I don't recommend doing it for that long. I feel like most people do fine with like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but I like to I like to push myself if you haven't noticed that already. But yeah, sauna is amazing, amazing. The Therasage one also has red light therapy in it, which helps to increase your mitochondrial function. It helps with so many. I mean, red light therapy is just amazing. So now that we're talking about red light therapy, so red light therapy is another amazing tool to help your body detox in your, detox journey. I actually, so many of my patients have been using it for like their throat, right? Like their kids maybe have like swollen tonsils or adenoids. They don't want to get them removed because the body was designed with these organs for a reason. And it's not just like, let's cut it out. So they've been using the red light to help to decrease the size, and they're getting insane results. In addition to like what we're doing, addressing the parasites, the mold, the lymph. Yeah, so it's really, really awesome. But me personally, I had a tongue tie release last week, and I've been using it to help heal my wound, and my wound is healing amazing. Yeah, so I love red light therapy. I use it mostly every single day. Also, my son, I was on vacation this last week. My son was sick, and he had a cough, and I used the red light. I shined it over his back, like by his lungs, and the cough like improved significantly just from one use. And then I did it again like the next day, and it improved even more. So it's really great even for when you're sick. You can just like rest it on the nightstand. You don't need to shine it directly like in your face, but you can like rest it on the nightstand, and it's really great for like fever or just illness in general. I have a lot of patients who underwent like dental surgery, dental procedures, and it's been amazing for pain control. Just doing red light, it really decreases inflammation so much. It works for joints. I mean, literally, like, I don't think there's one thing that it can't do. Whenever I have like, if I ever have sinus issues, I'll put it like over my sinuses, and it helps with that. It's amazing. I love red light therapy. It's such a great tool. The Loom box is what I use. It's portable. I know they have these big red light panels, and they're great, but I love the Loom box because it's portable. I literally bring it everywhere. I brought it on my vacation. Also, it's really great for seasonal depression. It can help prevent that. So I have a lot of patients who use it daily for seasonal depression as well. So I'll link that as well, and with my link, you'll get $260 off the red light therapy. Next, I'm going to talk about detox baths. So these are really great tool. I'm just doing a foot bath while I record this podcast, so I just was checking my foot bath. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the detox baths. So detox baths are really great. If you're sick, if your child's sick, I really love them. I take baths on a regular basis. I think they're super relaxing, calming. But some of the things I love to put in a detox bath is carboxy. So that's a binder. So that's going to bind and draw out toxins. So sometimes you'll see like parasites and different things come out by putting that in a bath. So yeah, carboxy is a very strong product that detoxes mold, heavy metals, environmental toxins, radiation, all these different things. So I love to put that in a detox bath, especially if like you or your child's sick. Also, another thing I love to put in a detox bath is Epsom salt. So you just want to get the plain Epsom salt. You want to make sure it doesn't have any added fragrance. So even the like lavender ones have added fragrances to it. I also love to add some essential oils to a detox bath. There's like the lavender oil, and like there's just so many different oils. I'll link actually some of my favorite oils for a bath in the show notes. And yeah, so detox baths are really great. Also, adding some essential oils can be really helpful in healing for the body. Next, I'm going to talk about coffee enemas. If you follow me on any social media, I love coffee enemas. I do them on a regular basis, and it's like the most amazing thing you can do for your health. Like when I tell people, I'm like, this is an insurance policy, like to prevent like disease, right? Most disease, like cancer and stuff, is going to start in the liver and the gallbladder, right? The liver and the gallbladder is your main detoxifier. And if that is blocked up and not working properly, like that's how you create disease, which that's how my disease started when I got really sick, is because my liver was so toxic. I mean, emotions have a factor in that, but like, yeah, my liver was so toxic and overburdened. So coffee enemas are the most amazing thing you can do for your health. And I feel like when my patients do them, I'm like, this person is like committed. Like that tells me they're committed to improving their health. Like they'll do whatever it takes to improve their health. And when you do them, you like the first time is like a little awkward, right? You're like nervous, you don't know. But after that first time, it's like amazing. I love them. People will tell me like, "Oh my God, your skin is amazing. Like, what are you doing?" I'm like, coffee enemas. Like anyone with skin issues, like if you're not doing coffee enemas, like you're doing your body a disservice. Like it's just amazing. It's really amazing. Like hormonal issues, right? It can really help with hormonal issues, weight, not being able to lose weight. If you have like you get pain in between your shoulder blades because your gallbladder is so stressed, that if you have constipation, if you have food sensitivities. So I had really bad food sensitivities, and once I started doing coffee enemas, I literally can eat anything I want, and like I never get bloating ever. And I used to have bloating every single day. I never get bloating, and it has to do with cleaning out my liver and a gallbladder on a regular basis. I actually created a free coffee enema guide, so I will link that in the show notes so you can grab that. You'll get all like the supplies you'll need. I have them all in there, the directions on how to do it. It is amazing. It's amazing guide, if I do say so myself. But yeah, so I created a coffee enema guide because I was getting so many questions like, how do I do it? And, what supplies do I buy? So it's all there in the guide. So you can go download that for free in the show notes. But coffee enemas are the best thing you can do for your health. Like I can't even, like, I literally encourage everyone to do them. Not everyone is willing to do them, and that's okay, but it depends on like where your health is. Like if you have an autoimmune disease, like coffee enemas should be your best friend. So yeah, that's my thoughts on coffee enemas. So go grab my free coffee enema guide in the show notes. Last but not least, this is something that we do in my office, is foot detoxes. So foot detoxes work by, it's like an ionizer, and it pulls toxins out through the feet. So this is amazing. I've seen parasites in foot detoxes. I've seen heavy metals, mold come out. I mean, it just like pulls so much garbage out. And based off the color, you can see like what organs stress in your body. Mine's usually brown because my liver. Foot detoxes are amazing. I love them. And yeah, it's just like you do it for like 30 minutes and it really helps. Yeah, I work with a lot of kids who have like autism and other sensory issues, and this is an amazing tool to help them get these toxins out. So if you're local, you can send us an email and we can get you scheduled to do one. but it's just a really, really great tool. I'll also, you can purchase one. They're, it's not very, they're expensive, but it is a great investment for you and your family's health. So, I will put that in the show notes if you want to purchase them, but it's really, really awesome. When my son gets sick, and we're, not on vacation, I will use it and he gets better so quickly when I use the foot bath on him. Because like what is an illness is usually a toxin that we've been exposed to. So by pulling out those toxins, they get better. So yeah, that is all I have today for my different tools that I use on a regular basis to help my patients heal naturally. If you or your family is still struggling and you want help, please reach out and schedule an appointment with me so that we can help you get to the root cause of your family's health issues. Okay, well, check the show notes with all of the links, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye. If this podcast episode resonated with you, please share it with another mother or another family who's going through similar issues. And if you could please leave us a review and a rating, it would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you on the next episode.